Okay, guys, I thought I would get on here and address this quick. So this is in regards to that video with the guy in the background with the music saying emotional cheating and cutting off relationships with somebody that's a threat to your own relationship. So this person has pointed out, and I wanted to use this as a specific example because it works both sides. So this is a gentleman who has a girlfriend, and he says, my girlfriend has a work husband. I told her it makes me feel uncomfortable, and she replied that I'm too sensitive and then got upset with me. That's gaslighting. That's psychological abuse right there. That is her invalidating how he feels, telling him he is too sensitive when she clearly is doing something that is making him uncomfortable and pushing boundaries within their own relationship, and then gets upset with him. Why do people gaslight? To take control of the narrative, to invalidate the other person so they don't have to take accountability, so they don't feel it's at fault. They blame shift. They invalidate you. They change, they basically tell you that your reality is not your reality. This is a perfect example of gaslighting right here. And it is the most insidious form of psychological abuse there is out there that leaves people in constant cognitive dissonance and confuses you to actually doubt your own reality if you've been with an abusive person like this for long enough. So this woman is actually displaying abusive behavior. She's invalidating his feelings, and that is not okay. This is the point to the video. It is not okay ever to invalidate your partner's feelings. It doesn't matter whether you agree with them or not. It's how they feel at the end of the day. Now, my suggestion would be that these guys go to some sort of relationship counselor or marriage counselor to talk about both sides and both perspectives. But right away, referring to you as having a work husband, and this clearly makes your partner uncomfortable, is that appropriate language to be using? Whether you think you're being funny or not, it's hurting the other person. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And maybe there's nothing going on with you with that work person or whatever, but this is like completely and utterly my point when I posted that video, that this behavior is not acceptable and it's not respecting the other person. I feel for this guy. This is really lame. And I've been in these situations myself. I was married to a person who the odd time would go out there and, he had clients. And so, it's just a client. It's just a client. Well, I got to keep the business up. So they're asking him to go on hikes and do all this stuff. And I'm like, you're married. Is that really appropriate? I really wasn't worried about him doing anything. I actually trusted him quite a bit in regards to, infidelity. But was it appropriate? And it made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't like what they were asking, especially another woman asking to hike and go on runs and all these things. Client or no client, they had no friendship prior to us being together, and it just wasn't appropriate. So again, it comes down to validating the person that you were with and making them feel comfortable within your relationship and not hurting people. It's not that hard, people.